What's up everyone, I'm Marty and here's why this video matters. This isn't just my opinion. A tier list should be a workflow tool. When you open a session, you need to know, does this track need grit, complexity, subtle width? The S-tier plugins are the ones that answer the most questions. We are going to rank them by utility, character, and uniqueness. By the end, you will know exactly which plugin to reach for every single time. We are moving from D tier to the final S tier review. D tier, the misplaced. Let's get these out of the way as quickly as possible. The D tiers aren't bad, they're just a geographical error. They're an amazing plugin that just don't belong on the vocals. First one, Neve Dynamics Collection. Well, this is a compressor, it's a gate, it's a limiter. It's an S-tier dynamic plugin, but it offers zero delay or modulation. D tier. I don't know why Universal Audio put this in the delay category, but it's there. UA Sound City Studios plugin. This is a spectacular room reverb and console emulation. It's an A-tier reverb plugin, but again, its primary function is space and tone capture, not delay effects.
I got 1 foot front of the other, gas can't feel to the brim. You got 1 foot front of the other, hair blowing back in the wind. You say you don't recognize me, but you don't know where I've been. I got 1 foot front of the other, gas can't feel to the brim. Just take your time. Just take your time. Rest your weary mind. Just take your time.
I put this in D tier. Gone. Now we move into actual effects. This is where the competition starts. The C tier are all great emulations, but they are either too specific for everyday use or their function is handled better by a higher tier counterpart. They are the highly specialized utility tools. Dytronics Cyclosonic Panner. Wow. It's a rare, rhythmic auto panner, and its value is that it creates an insane rhythmic stereo movement. If you need a hi-hat to spin perfectly in time, this is your tool.
And for rhythmic gating.
So why is this C tier? Well, it's a panner, not a delay or chorus. It has one job, and that job is honestly rarely needed. Its complexity slows down my mix, and so I'm putting this in C tier. Highly niche and not good for vocals for me. Waterfall Rotary Speaker. Well, this is the classic Leslie 147 Fender Vibratone emulation. The best rotary speaker I've seen on the market. It captures the complex mechanical movement and room reflection perfectly. If you have a Hammond organ, this is S tier. There is one problem though. It is a Leslie. It sounds like a Leslie. You can't use it for your chorus or vocals or flanger or rhythmic delay. It is a beautiful one-trick pony. So I'm putting this in C tier. Too specific. Next up, Brigade Chorus. It's an emulation of the legendary Boss CE1 chorus ensemble pedal. It's thick, syrupy, gooey sound of the 70s and 80s chorus pedals. It has a beautiful preamp. So let's analyze this a bit. So while it sounds great, it is far less flexible than the Studio D or the Dytronics Tri-Stereo Chorus, which is coming up. lacks the dimension of its competitors. You buy this purely for the nostalgia, not the versatility. So the verdict, C tier, superseded by higher tiers. Cooper Time Cube Mark II delay. It is a truly bizarre piece of history. It's a short delay created literally by sending audio through a garden hose in a box. It offers a short, dark, extremely phasey slapback. Unlike anything else,
I can't be said, I can't confirm or deny. I sit here still, watching dust on the cloud.
It's a fantastic sound design tool for adding vintage, dirt to snares or short, ghostly echoes. So why is this in C tier? The maximum delay time is actually very short, and it's limiting it to the use of slapback and very short doubling. It is a novelty sound that doesn't fit into the universal utility category. So my verdict is that it's C tier. Fun, but too limited. That's the C tier. They're all great historical emulations, but they aren't like the ones that you reach for on everyday mix. So let's move on to B tier. The ones that absolutely deserve a place in your rotation. B tier plugins are excellent. They are the masters of a single, well-defined domain. If you need this effect, they are the best. They miss the A tier cut because the sound isn't needed on every single song. Studio D Chorus. This is the classic Roland Dimension D rack unit. This is the master of subtle width. It has 4 buttons and literally no other controls. It's designed to be heard, but not noticed. It adds a beautiful, non-intrusive stereo dimension to pads, keys, and vocals without the aggressive sweeping phase of a normal chorus.
Why don't you tell me why I can't sleep at night? Why don't you tell me why I can't sleep at night? Why don't you tell me why I can't sleep at night without you?
Here's where it shines. It doesn't wobble or sound psychedelic. It just sounds wider and deeper. It's a secret weapon for mastering engineers to subtly open up that stereo image. I'm putting this in B tier because it's the best tool for transparency. MXR Flanger Doubler. This is the quintessential 70s rack flanger. Its advantage is that it's a slightly more psychedelic flanger compared to the ADA, which is A/DA. Its doubler section is exceptional. I use it to create thick, vintage, automatic double tracking. And it's not just limited to vocals, you can put it on guitar as well. And that's perfect for adding body without sounding metallic. Here's the competitive analysis. It provides a great alternative to the H910's doubling, offering a richer, slightly less digital sound. It's less thorough though, and that makes it more musical. So I put this in B tier because it's a superior doubling chorus alternative. Next up, the ADA flanger, the undisputed king of the dramatic jet engine flanger. The through zero flanging effect. This means the modulation sweeps past the point where delay times are equal. And that creates that signature, dramatic phase cancellation swoosh effect that you hear in the 70s rock. So this is where it shines. If you need a flanger that moves the listener, this is it. It's aggressive, deep, and can sound almost like a filter sweep. My verdict is that it's in the B tier. It's the ultimate specialist flanger. Next up, ADA STD1, Stereo Tape Delay. This is a highly unique 80s delay. It's a modulation machine used extensively by Queen and Rush. This thing is a rhythmic beast. It's a stereo delay with adjustable taps, and that allows you to create complex ping-pong echoes that just fit perfectly within a groove. And it also has great modulation features. It occupies the ground between the tape delays and the digital delays. It gives you rhythmic complexity without the early digital grit of the AMS, making it smoother and a more natural choice for intricate echo patterns.
So I've got the sweep set fairly quickly, and let's take a listen to that as I mix it in. We can change the speed to taste. and then we can mix it with the unmodulated fixed delay for interesting combinations. We can change this even further by using the Sweep mod control.
My verdict is it's in the B tier. It's an incredible rhythmic delay. All right, that's the B tier all done. All the plugins that could easily be an S tier in a specific subcategory. But let's go to A and S tier. A and S tier plugins are reserved for the plugins that have the widest utility and the most modular, irreplaceable character. Now, we are getting into plugins that define classic records. A tier, the indispensable character tools. If I had to build a killer effects track with only 6 slots, these next 3 would absolutely be in it. The A tier is where we find the plugins that fundamentally change the way you mix. These are the masters of non-tape character delay and pitch manipulation. Eventide H910 Harmonizer. This is the original digital pitch shifter and delay. The sound of everything from John Lennon's vocals to countless 70s and 80s guitar. It's a low bit, gritty delay combined with a micro pitch shifter. It's the original ADT machine. You use this to subtly shift the pitch of a delay repeat or a double track, making it sound human and like huge. So this is why this beats an MXR. The pitch shifting is its key. The ability to shift from 12 cents is what creates that signature, slightly detuned, massive vocal and guitar sound. It's a historical standard that still sounds fresh. I'm putting this in A tier, the quintessential pitch-based doubler. Next up, AMS-DMX, digital delay and pitch shifter. The cleaner, more professional answer to the H910, the 80s workhorse of everyone from U2 to Peter Gabriel. This is a fantastic sounding early digital delay. Crucially, the pitch shifting algorithm is different from like the H910. It's far better for creating huge, thick drum sounds by subtly shifting the pitch of the snare return. And here's why this beats the H910 for some jobs. If you need just a rhythmic delay and clean, subtle pitch shifting on your drums or effect returns, the AMS is the cleaner, more versatile choice. It gives you 12-bit punch without the H910's little abrasive grit.
I know it gets so hard to find someone who knows you. And freedom is knowing why a caged bird sings and listening. Are you listening? Come out of the darkness.
And my verdict is in A tier. This is the 80s digital mastering tool. Dytronics Tri-Stereo Chorus, an obscure but legendary chorus unit. This plugin uses 3 independent LFOs, which stands for low frequency oscillators. And the standard chorus uses 1 or 2. This triple LFO design creates a lush, impossibly deep and wide stereo image, and it feels 3D. So why does this destroy something like a Studio D or a Brigade? Well, the depth and the width are unparalleled. For synth pads like clean guitars and keys, it turns a mono source into a wall of sound without getting muddy. It is the defining sound of massive, wide 80s, 90s pads. It's the best chorus plugin that Universal Audio makes. And my verdict is A tier. This is the master of dimension. All right, so we've covered all the specialists. Now we are down to the 3 titans, These are the plugins that you can build an entire career around. If you buy only 3 universal audio plugins for delay on vocals, it has to be these 3. S tier, the universal workhorses and pure character. My S tier is reserved only for plugins that are universally useful, highly versatile, and have an irreplaceable sonic signature. They solve more problems than they can create. First one, Korg SDD3000 digital delay. This is the digital delay that defined U2's sound. The delay itself is clean and pristine, but the true S tier factor is the preamp section. The Korg preamp is an incredibly musical, slightly aggressive circuit, and that adds a unique mid-range push and saturation. Here's why this beats something like the H910 or the AMS. You can use this preamp on any track, just for tone and delay off. Drums, bass, vocals, just for tone, even with the delay turned off. It acts as an incredible tone shaping filter. It cuts through the mix and it doesn't sound harsh. It's a perfect delay and it's almost S tier in the preamp. This versatility pushes it to the top. My verdict is S tier. It's an essential tone shaping delay. Next up, Galaxy Tape Echo, a Roland RE201. This is the most versatile and atmospheric tape machine ever built. The rhythmic complexity, it features three selectable playback heads that allow you to create intricate polyrhythmic delay patterns like dotted eighth, quarter, triplet, and literally blend them seamlessly. Crucially, it has an integrated spring reverb that captures the lo-fi, metallic trashiness of the original. It is the ultimate atmosphere machine.
It's a shame I never fell again. It's a shame I never felt the same. It's a shame I never fell again.
The ability to combine delay and that specific spring reverb means you get to create lush, dubbed out washes of sound entirely within one plugin. It's less vibe and more vortex. It is S tier because it's the atmospheric champion. Next up is my personal favorite, EP34 Tape Echo, the Maestro Echoplex EP3, the quintessential American tape echo. The sound of grit and rock history. Grit, grime, vibe, that is all this thing is about. That dark, wobbly, wow and flutter infused sound. The degradation on the repeats is immediate and beautiful. It makes everything sound like it was recorded 50 years ago in a perfect way. So why does this edge out the Galaxy for a top spot? Well, the preamp is arguably even more aggressive than the Korg, specifically adding a saturated mid-range bite, which I think is fantastic, especially slapping that on a guitar. It adds body to drums, and it makes my lead vocals feel present and warm. It is the easiest S tier plugin to dial in for that perfect vibey slapback.
Like the hardware, the EP34 has treble and bass controls, and these affect the delayed signal coming off the tape. The filtering effect provided is akin to guitar amp tone stacks. In the middle position, they provide a flat effect, but turned left or right, they boost or cut the high or low frequencies. You can make shimmering delay effects by turning the treble up and the bass down.
It's my most used tape delay in my mixing template, and I love it. So this goes in S tier, the definitive analog character machine for delay. So there you have it, the definitive S tier, the EP34 for analog grit, the Galaxy for rhythmic space, and the Korg SDD3000 for tone shaping. Now, for the final gift to you, which I promised you, the single secret weapon to make any mix sound instantly analog. So my secret sauce is the EP334's preamp. Insert this EP334 on a stereo bus, turn the echo completely off, and slightly drive the input. That single dedicated preamp saturation circuit gives your entire mix a subtle analog compression and that classic solid state mid-range punch, and costs like $1,000 in hardware. That is your secret weapon. I know this is a marathon, but the value is here. If you learned one new trick about the H910, or the Dytronics, or even the Korg, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps my channel grow. And subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Thanks for watching. Go make some incredible music. I'll see you in the next one.